And hey folks, how you doing? Durinde back with a continual let's play of Hero U Road to Redemption. How you guys doing? Last time we met a ghost down in the basement. We have to learn how to speak ghost. How we actually do that, I'm not sure. Let's talk to our roommate, who seems to have a crush now on our paladin instructor. What's new? You seem chipper today. Yes, I got a hit in the head in self-defense class, and it's the happiest day of my life. Okay. I went down to the infirmary, and there I met her, Lady Moira Glen Shannon, the Maiden of Mercy and Medicine. She healed my wound and won my heart at the same time. I asked about Moira. So, did you fall for Moira? Moira is the kindest person I ever met. She soothed my pain with her touch and wiped the blood from my face. I looked into her eyes, and they were like emerald pools of love. I had to write this song. Moira, earlier in my life was filled with grief. Moira, you looked at me filled with relief. Now the pain is gone, and the pleasure is nigh. Moira Glen Shannon, I'll tell you why. Moira, it's quite true, I love you. Sean, would you please visit the infirmary and talk to her about me? I was planning to visit her anyway, because I'm wondering if she might have insights on how to talk to the recently deceased. She just thought of me as a patient today. I want her to think of me as a boyfriend. Please speak to her and mention how beautiful and kind she is. Tell her that I love her. Do that for me. I'll talk to her. I did say I was going to talk to the school secretary, but I couldn't find her in time. Thank you. Means so much. Okay. So we'll do our regular... we do have a lockpicking test tomorrow. So we will study lockpicking. And also, tomorrow, there should be a card game. I'm hoping. I do have enough cash for it this time. Whoa, slept late. Gotta go. I don't think we were up late, but... As I was saying, I trust by now that you have all mastered the art of using tools to pick locks, that you have your own rope and grapnel, and you have studied your previous lessons for this test. You'll have 4 essay questions. When you have written the answers, you are dismissed from class to prove your lockpicking skills. Follow the instructions to open the assigned locker in the locker room. We'll meet again in 2 days' time. Question 1. Of all of the rogue lessons we have covered in class so far, which one has personally been the most useful to you and why? We're kind of clever, so let's write that. I think the lesson on spot hitting has been most meaningful for me. It made me look for things carefully to see if there's more to the matter than it seems. It's not so much about seeing things, it's about thinking about things. It all comes down to using my brains, and so thinking is the most important rogue skill of all. Okay. You're in a tavern when a group of ruffians walk in through the door, clearly intent on causing trouble. They go up to a patron of the inn and deliberately insult him. The innkeeper looks pleadingly at you to do something to defuse the situation. What roguish skill would you use? Let's be clever in this situation. I'd yell out to everyone that drinks are on me. All you can drink for the next 10 minutes. While everyone is rushing the bar, I hand the chief troublemaker a drink with sleeping powder in it. Once he passes out, I take him outside, strip him naked, and leave him propped up in front of the tavern. What rogue tool or skill would you use to deal with a monster stalking through the Great Hall? Let's be sly. I would go over to Lady Moira and let her know that there is a dangerous monster on the loose in the castle. Then I sit back and watch the paladins and warriors deal with the situation. Okay. Why is thou shalt not steal from a classmate or the school a rule for rogues? Again, let's be clever again, because I think our smart skill is up there. The rule is there to make it clear to the powers that be that we aren't thieves. Turk hates the rogue class, but he has no good way to convince the headmaster to expel us, unless of course one of us steals the headmaster's hat. You've now completed the essay section of the exam. Okay, we have to open locker 1. Your assignment is to oh yeah, it's just telling me what to do. I thought I had to select something here. See what's in the locker and relock the locker without removing the object. Okay. Report on the object in class. Okay, so we have to do lucky number 13. Let's do it. Joel, I'm ignoring you today. Pick the lock. That's a major part of it. I wonder what would happen if you didn't have lockpicks by this part of the game. Is she having trouble? I bet yes she is. Arg, this is so stupid. Let's talk to her, see if we can help her out. Talk to Katie. Having fun? Do I sound like I'm having fun to you? The stupid lock refuses to open. Compliment Katie. Just try again. Nothing can resist your charms for long. Think of the lockpick as a ship you are steering through a narrow strait, and the picks are the rocks you are avoiding. That's a terrible analogy. That might explain why I'm having so much trouble picking locks, too. Charm increase, you like that. Glad I'm not the only one. Can we try to help her? Would you like some help with it? It's either that or I throw the lock against the wall and hope that it breaks open. That technique probably won't work with the locker, though. You're left-handed, right? I think that's your problem. Try holding the torsion wrench in your right hand, and then pick with your left hand. The handbook said to do it the other way around. Well, the handbook doesn't know you very well, does it? And you do? Not as well as I'd like. Rin. Say goodbye. Okay, we need to find locker number 13. 10. Dawn's. I'm guessing 13's like over here? 13. Pick the lock. Yes, got it. Oh, there's a book in here. It's a copy of the Big Book of Tool Use. The subtitle is A Child's Guide to Lockpicking. I'm not sure if that's meant to be ironic or if he's trying to tell me I have a lot to learn. We have to leave the book alone. The direction says to leave the book in the locker, so I better do that. I guess that means I pass. Nice. I'll just pick the lock in front of Katie. Or not. I almost broke my pick. Yeah, I guess that's it for the test. Let's go see Moira, because we can't see her after supper. One, I want to see if we can actually help out our roommate, and two, I want to see if she knows anything about ghosts. These stairwells smell like sweat. Oh, that's me. I wonder if they have like deodorant in this kind of alternate medieval world. Because I mean, it's pretty much Earth, but it's not at the same time. It's a fantastical... Connor, no lollygagging. No lollygagging. I'm just going to see a paladin. About a pal. Open the door. Might hear some thunder in the background. You look hurt. Let me help you. Here, drink this potion. It should ease the pain. Okay. Thank you. I feel much better. If you're going into danger, you really should be carrying a healing potion in case of emergencies. Let's talk to you. Yeah, there's thunder. Talk about him. Do you know Aeolus, the curly-haired, odd-looking bard that has a crush on you? He's my roommate, and he's too shy to tell you. He's a sweet young man. I'm sure he'll be a fine bard someday. However, if you talk to him again about me, please let him know I'm much too old for him. Should find someone to love who's nearer to his own dreams and ambitions. Cool. Let's talk to her. Again, I want to see if she knows anything about ghosts. 'Tis a fine day, thank you. I hope your day has been well, too. Ask about the painting of her in the reception. It's not a portrait of you in the reception area. It's a really heroic picture. Blush. It's not very realistic. I tried to tell the artist that both Sir Falcon and I were covered in muck and blood, surrounded by the bodies of bogies when the Banshee attacked. At the time, I could barely lift the sword, let alone swing it. All I could do is keep the Banshee at bay until morning. The artist made it look so neat and easy. I think the artist did a fine job of showing you how amazing you are. 'Tis sweet of you to say that, Sean. Okay, we're going to say goodbye. Done. We still have like this bottle of wine that we could probably give someone. Well, I'm going to go see if the library has anything on ghosts. See if there's like a book in the... Yes, Turk, I know you dislike me. I don't care at this point. I'm wearing the school uniform. We just did our test. What more do you want? Open the door. Still don't know how I'm supposed to get through like that. Okay. Do you have any books on ghosts? Chat with the librarian. Greet him. How's it going? Assuming that the pronoun it refers to the librarian, the word go. I think we've seen that. Say something clever. How's it going is actually a colloquial phrase that translates how is this day of your life progressing so far, and applies the subtext of I hope it's going well. The typical response to such a question is fine. Very well. Fine. Greet him. Good day to you, sir. Nod. Say goodbye. Genealogy, zoology, history, geography, art, science, portrait. It's a spooky portrait here. Do not disturb that painting, yeah. Culinary, alchemy and magic, architectural, mathematics. What I'm looking for is to see if there is like a paranormal. Weapons, LMNO, psychology and self-help, law and justice. Hey, Dougie. Medicinal plants, tool use. How just bards. Let's say hello to the dog. Talk to Leo. Sorry, Leo. I know you're a good boy. I'll try to make you feel better someday. Listen to the painting. Yeah, I don't know how to help him. Psychology and self-help. Martial arts. Weapons. Books on storytelling. Have we looked at this portrait? Look at the portrait. It says, Valiosis Hoffman Vasselli to her friends and family. Well, it's in the smile. Anyone can see that. He has a rogue in training written all over his face. Look behind the portrait. I'm sure that the stucco looks completely normal back here. No need to risk looking. The portrait might fall off. Okay. Bards, games, and performance. And that's it. Yeah, I'm not seeing like a book on the paranormal. It's kind of a gamble. Let's take a look at the big book. Read the book. Hey, it looks like there are a few more pages. Despite all futile attempts to restore the lifeless Valena, Mortai refused to accept that she was lost. He cast a spell and vanished with Valena's soulless body. Sir Hans and Sir Jamis were summoned before the High King. Londinium had been destroyed and the High Prince was dead. The High King blamed the knights for those tragedies and banished them from Albion. It's not fair, they saved the world. Unfortunately, all too often, no good deed goes unpunished. That's all I can read. Zoology, maybe this? Examine the bookshelf. What the heck is xenology? It's about non-human people. Let's study the books. Maybe we'll learn something. Smarts increased. Sounds like non-human people have a lot of trouble because human folks look down on them. How silly. People are people, however they look. There you go, kids. Alright. So, obviously we're not going to learn anything here. Well, we still have some time before... We haven't visited the reception area in a while, so let's go talk to her. I don't know if we've talked to her since the thief has been caught. Hey, Honey Lips. So what's the word from you misfits about the thief? How'd he get away with his crimes? Because we were meddling kids. Sophia. Talk to Sophia. Ask about Sophia. How are you today? Much better now that the school thief returned my stolen lipstick. Talk about the thief. Give information. Ooh, negotiate a trade. So, what can you tell me in exchange for information about the thief? Oh, very well. You probably know by now that this castle was built by the Knight Lumiere, an order formed to stop the Dark Ones from entering the world. What they don't tell you is that the order was corrupted from within. Dark rituals were performed in this castle. There's supposed to be a torture chamber hidden in the dungeon. This may not be news, but you have to watch yourself around the hidden parts of this castle. There are many skeletons, yes, we've met one, hiding in closets. They may swing their swords at you. Tell the truth about the quirk. The school thief was a quirk. So there's a bunch of furballs lurking around. Great, it's reassuring to know that the castle is infested with hairy kleptomaniacs. Say goodbye. And it is now supper time. To the courtyard. and the thunder rolls. You probably can't hear it anyway. Yeah, let's just go to supper. So I'm thinking there's probably going to be a card game tonight because I think it was after the last test that we had. And we should get a day off tomorrow. So let's go to the dining hall. Let's check out the menu. Albion cuisine, beef Wellington, Yorkshire pudding, and cream peas should be pretty good. That actually sounds delicious. I would love some beef Wellington right now. The day before I take a test, I clearly want to do my best, so I study, read, and write, and toss and turn in bed all night. Never get a wink of rest and be a total mess from stress until the day I take the test. Sounds like me. I never bothered to study. Actually, I did. So, will you be joining for us for a poobah tonight? Yes. I'm not very good at cards, but I love to play. It'll be good for you. It's fun. Well, how do you know that, Sean? We didn't play last time. Dinner time is over. Clean up and get out. But before we do that, open the door. Maybe she knows stuff about ghosts? Probably not. Maybe there's something else in the dungeon that can help us with that? Oh, ask about talking to ghosts. Do you know how to talk to ghosts? It's just what you would ask anybody. It's like, tell me about voodoo. My mother's family, they are spirit talkers, so I too can speak with the ones who return from the Shadowlands. Can you teach me how to speak to the dead? Why would you wish to do such a thing, Master Shanshan? It is dangerous. The ghosts, they will steal your life away. It's just that I've met so many ghosts, and they all seem to be trying to say something to me. The duppies, they may talk, but Mr. Shanshan, you may not want to listen to what they say. Think on this. Still wish to be speaking to ghosts? Speak to me again another time. Okay, so it won't be tonight. Hi. There's something about you, says the duppies. They be wanting to talk to you. Ask about the duppies. What's a duppy? Duppies are the spirits of the dead. The ones in this castle, they are not dangerous. They just have something that troubles their souls, so they cannot find peace. But some duppies, they are so full of spite and ill will that they want to destroy the living. You best stay away from bad duppies. It takes much magic to deal with bad duppies. Ask about magic. What kind of magic is used? My people, they mostly set out protections to keep the bad duppies at bay. They find ways to appease bad duppies and send them back to the Greylands. Here, though, the wizards make magic runes. They have runes that duppies cannot cross. They have runes to stop a duppy's magic. They have runes to tear apart a duppy spirit. If you want to know how to use wizard magic, you need to take a wizard class. If you just want a few protective runes, you should speak to Mr. Gregor. Ask about bad duppies. Why are some duppies bad? Why are some people bad? People who are bad when living will be even worse when dying. All their anger, their envy, their jealousy, it festers their soul. What little good they once had in life is lost. Asked about ghost dogs. Why would a dog become a ghost? With cats, when they die, they are mostly so full of curiosity that they go to the Greylands to see what they can see. Now, some dogs, they're so full of loyalty, they rather stay and protect the ones that they love. The dog duppies are here all the time. You can't always see them. They scare the bad duppies away. Ask about talking to the dead again. Anyone can be speaking to ghosts. The listening part be harder. To most people, the voice of a duppy sounds like a wind wailing in a storm. To understand what the duppies say, you'll need a magical charm or a magical spell. I can make you a Gree duppy charm if you want to be speaking with them. This you first must know. To speak with the dead, you must touch the dead. Every touch you make, some of your life force will be drawn away. Too much talking, and you will be entering the Greylands too. So we definitely want like full hit points, I guess. And so tell me this, Mr. Sean O'Connor. Do you truly wish to speak with the dead? Yes, I do. Yes, I'd like to be able to speak with the dead. Oda. She liked that. A speak with the dead Gree is dangerous to make and dangerous to use. To make a speak with the dead Gree, you'll need to gather 3 things. First is a hair from a dead man's head. Second is a deadly mushroom that grows only on a murdered man's gravesite, the death's head. Third is the dust of a ghost. This must be caught in a special vial. Take it and use it well. So we have the ghost. Bring these 3 things to me, and I shall make you a Gree that will let you understand what the duppies be wanting to say to you. You have been chosen a very interesting path to follow. May it lead you to something worth finding. I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have any of this stuff. Ask about work in the kitchen then. So that's what we mainly came here to do. So yeah, we now have a quest to find some stuff. But Riki saved an apple tart for you because you're good. Nice. I'm a tart fella. Okay. These guys love me because I'm here every day working hard. Working for the weekend. Okay, yes, card game. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna find a grave. Unless there's like a tomb somewhere? No. Open the door. You can't learn how to play Pooh-Bah from reading a book any more than you can learn how to throw a dagger from reading. I learned a lot about throwing a dagger from reading a book. So I improved my throwing skill, and the Pooh-Bah book explains things like the mathematical likelihood that one person has a Fizbin when another person has a Pooh-Bah. Since when has math had anything to do with having fun? I've always found math challenging and enjoyable. Why does that not surprise me? Okay, let's save before we lose playing cards. Okay. Let's talk to Katie. Talk to Katie. So Sean, did you learn how to play Pooh-Bah from a book, or are you learning as you play? Talk about Pooh-Bah. You learn to play by watching. I learned how to play by watching your moves. You're very smooth and fun to watch. Right, just keep your eyes on the card and try not to be dazzled by my incredible beauty. I'll try not to, but there's no guarantee that I'll ever be able to resist your many charms. You always seem to be so serious when you play. It's like you really, really want to win. When I was younger, my cousins never wanted to play games with me because I beat them. They didn't like being beaten by a girl. Some people really like being beaten by girls. I like competitions. Maybe I should take a look at the Pooh-Bah book. It might help me win. I want to talk with other people before we start the game. Let's talk to Thomas. Do you understand the appeal of Pooh-Bah? I'm not sure I do. So you don't like the game? Why are you here? Joel said that I have a knack for Pooh-Bah, and I will only get better at it. He also said that I help make the game more enjoyable for others just by being there, because he wants your money. I didn't want to disappoint Joel by not showing up. Yes. You know, there's Lyra on the line for this game. Joel is probably counting you into playing so he can win your money. You really think so? Pooh-Bah is a game of winners and losers. The more people who play the game, the more the winners will make from it. To Joel, Pooh-Bah is probably a money-making scheme. I thought Joel was trying to be my... Oh, Thomas. Talk about Pooh-Bah. You don't find Pooh-Bah exciting? Not particularly. It's just a game of cards. It's more than just that. Sure, cards matter, but the real game is in figuring out what the other player's hands are. The best hand doesn't always win. Why wouldn't the best hand win? As I said, it isn't just the cards, it's about the betting. You can bluff your opponents into thinking that you have a better hand. They'll fold and let you win. So you're saying that the game is all about being deceitful. Part of the game, sure, is about bluffing. The other part is about judging when someone else is bluffing and know when to call their bluff. How do you tell when someone is lying to you? Pooh-Bah gives you a chance to learn to see through a bluff. It's a useful skill. I haven't considered Pooh-Bah that way. I guess I have a lot to learn about the game and its players. Say goodnight. We'll talk to our roommate. Hi, I take it from you, you're here for a game. Greet him. What brings you here? The Pooh-Bah game. The game is like a story. There's drama and excitement. The cards are dealt. There's tension and strife when people play their hands. There's the climax that separates the winners from the losers. It's a tale of greed and hope, triumph and defeat, all played out on a tableau of the card table. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Ask about Pooh-Bah. Are you good at playing Pooh-Bah? Me? No, I'm terrible at it. I get caught up in the drama and forget that the stories don't always end the way you want them to. But it's always exciting and you never know when you'll get lucky. We'll say goodbye. And of course we want to talk to Esme. Are you playing Pooh-Bah with us tonight? It's best with many players. Get to know her. What do you like best about playing Pooh-Bah? Every hand of Pooh-Bah is mystery. How good is my hand? Who is best cards? Who is lying? It's easy to tell. Sosi is always lying. Yes, but that does not tell if his hand is better or worse than my hand. It is always different and exciting. So for you, the best part is not about winning or losing the game. No, for me, it's solving mystery and hunting for best hand of the round. Talk about Pooba. Where did you learn how to play Pooba? I learned how to play Pooba here, but we play many card games in the caravan. Pooba is not hard to learn, but not easy to be good at. It's always challenge. Flirt. You're the most fascinating person at the school. I really enjoy speaking to you. We should get together later and spend some time together. If it will be too late after Pooba game, maybe another evening. She liked it? Good. We'll talk some other time, and with that, that is time for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Next time, we're going to be playing cards with our classmates. Take care. Have yourself a great day.